Alright, so I'll just bring you guys through a song I made, like step by step. Okay, so the first thing I did was obviously I got a beat. I got a beat from Astro's account. I just used one of his beats because I feel like he's like everybody knows him, so I just use one of his beats. When I'm trying to get a beat into Bandlab, take the beat, I put it into your YouTube to wave converter, and then yeah, just put it back into Bandlab. I used to screen record, but that's lame. And also, MP3 is worse than wave. To be honest, I don't know why, but it is apparently. Here, I'll show you what it sounds like. And yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's like a normal hyperplug beat. But yeah, so the first thing when I got the beat, I started recording. I record 3 times, and the vocals overlap each other, so it sounds like kind of like a chorus, kind of. Here, I'll show you.
Looking throne, I am sitting in my
Yes, you just heard that. Sounds like kind of like a chorus almost. So yeah, and then after I record all the bars. I record each bar one by one, so I just think it sounds smoother. And after I do that, I go through all the individual little recordings, and I edit out any part that is bad. Like for example, this song or this one right here. You heard that there was a little like pause there, and that's because watch this. Yeah, you heard that little like stopping it, like that little T sound. I didn't like it, so I just took it out. And yeah, I do that for all of this stuff. And oh yeah, ad-libs. So hear what the ad-libs sound like. You just hear it's basically like a bunch of A's and Y's and like P's and stuff. I record like the A, yeah type stuff. Like I record 2 of those, overlap them, so it's like more scattered and stuff. And I have the pew stuff. I take that, record 1 layer of that, and put it together, and it sounds like that. And also, what I do is I use the vocal preset that I use for the main vocals, and I just raise the volume so that you can hear it. And I usually raise the AA stuff like by 3 decibels and the pew by like 6 decibels so you can hear it better. Another thing that I do, I'll show you guys how to do a stutter. Alright, and a stutter in Bandlab. I didn't do a stutter for this song, I'll just make one for you guys. Here's this. You just take a vocal, you line it up exactly where you want it. You line it up at the very beginning of when you start talking. So as you can see, I have that right there. And you take it, you cut it, copy it, and take this, bring it back, and then paste, make it again, and then paste again. And yeah, it just sounds like that. Another thing you can do is take it, boom, boom, and boom, wait, no, boom, 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 boom. You put it on each side like you just saw me do. And yeah, boom. And also you can see like they're kind of different levels of gain. So it's like almost like a build up kind of. That sounds pretty cool. And yeah. Alright, so also what I do, I whisper sometimes. I'll show you what whispering sounds like. Yeah, just whispering. Like what do you think it sounds like? Alright, so now the part, one more thing. Here's a little ad-lib thing I do.
Rocket ship.
You heard I said rocket ship after I was talking about a bar about rocket ship. And it's just something to keep the song going. There's a little pause between each bar. Just like a little ad-lib. It just sounds cool, you know? So now the part probably most of you guys are here for the presets. I'm basically I'll put a description in the description. I'll have a link to all the presets that I'll be showing you guys, and also I'll have on screen like a little picture of all the little settings that I have for each preset. But I'll just show you guys what they sound like right now. Oh yeah, another thing, you guys are probably you guys are gonna have to mess around with the compressor on your preset, because I'm kind of a quiet person and my vocals come out quieter, so I need a heavier compressor so that it like brings the vocals up more and stuff like that. So that's why I have negative 45 decibels. But yeah, and you're gonna like, if you're closer to the mic and it's louder, you'll lower this until it sounds good. You know it sounds bad if here. This is what it sounds like if it sounds bad. Now it's at negative 60 decibels.
There's so much emeralds on my left, ain't no one stopping it.
It just you just hear that sound so much more tight, and you want it tight, but you don't want it that tight. So yeah. Yeah, that's all I just kind of showed you. This is my main preset. It says edited because I just messed around with the compressor. But yeah, that's what my main preset sounds like. Here's another one.
Counting so much emeralds on my left, ain't no.
That one's like a really old one, but yeah. Another one.
Counting so much emeralds on my left.
A lot of them kind of sound the same. I don't know why I didn't really go through them, but
Counting so much emeralds on my left, ain't no one.
There's that one. Another one.
Counting so much emeralds on my left, ain't no one stopping it.
There's that one. This is the radio preset.
Counting so much emeralds on my left, ain't no.
Yeah, it just sounds like a radio. Here's the whisper stuff. I use the whisper preset for whispering, obviously. I don't know. It's hard to explain why, but just use it for whispering, because it just sounds better.
The fuck I'm messing up your whole relationship.
Yeah, you don't have to use Dimension 3 though if you don't want. I'll just like it there. It sounds fuller. And also, for my ad-libs, I don't know if I already said this, but usually I use my main preset that I use on the vocals. I just raise up the volume a little bit. But here's the ad-lib preset for if you wanted to make it like spacey.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, you just hear it sounds like you're in outer space kind of. I think it's pretty cool, but yeah. Alright. Here's a little thing that I do with the beat sometimes. I take it and I put a pause to it. Alright, that is the little pause. But as you can see, I added a little stutter. Like almost like a build up to the, like when it comes back, you know? And I usually pause it for as long as one bar. And also a benefit of just downloading straight is because Bandlab automatically like lines everything up. It like gets the BPM right and stuff. You can like cut it better and stuff. Add a little stutter, add a little build up, comes back to the normal beat, and the song keeps playing. Another thing you can do is change the semitones. Here, show you what that sounds like. Alright, so boom, oh wait, here. Now it will sound like a demon because I lowered the pitch.
Drop like 20 shots because I can.
Hear that? Alright, another thing is you can raise the semitone so it can be a higher pitch. Right here.
Like 20 shots because I can never.
Yeah, it just sounds cool, you know? And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, now I'll show you how to mix this song. Like add all the stutters and stuff like that. I use Kinemaster to do that just because I think it's easier, and there's a lot you can do and stuff like that. But yeah. First I'll show you guys how to do a stutter, because that's probably like the most important part. So here's what it sounds like. Yeah, it's a stutter. First, you take your track, you duplicate it. You got this part of the track here. You change the length to however long you want the stutter to be. Lowest you can go is 0.1 seconds, but if you go 0.1 seconds, you won't be able to speed it up at all, which could be fine depending on how you want it to be. But for this, I'm going to make it 0.2 seconds so I can have more room to speed things up. But yeah, now that you have your stutter, duplicate it one time, place that here. Oh wait, first I'm going to speed it up. Take this speed thing, put it to how fast you want it. And also another thing you have to remember is when you speed things up, you have to raise the volume 100%, because for some reason Kinemaster makes it so that the volume gets lowered whenever you speed things up. But yeah, here's what it sounds like. Yeah, just sounds like what I showed you earlier. Another thing you can do, speed changes. I already explained the volume thing for speed, so I'll just show you like just a little something you can do with speed changes. I just made this track back to normal speed, so now I have to put the volume down or else it'll be too loud. But this one I'm gonna put it slightly lower. I'm gonna make it build up using the speed. Alright, here's what it sounds like. Yeah, just a build up. You can do a lot of things with speed changes, just be creative. Another thing you can do is you can make it so that the volume like goes up and down, you know. Yeah, I'll show you what I mean. You have to use volume envelope. Go to where you want it to bend, and then here's what it sounds like. But yeah, you just heard how it like goes up and down like that. That's an effect you can do. Another thing you can do with the volume envelope is make it so that it pans from one ear to the other. And how you do that, you take the track, duplicate, have one track pan to one ear, like that one would be the left ear, make the other one the right ear, take one of them, volume envelope, and then one side is 100%, other side 0, go to the other track, volume envelope, and then you have it the opposite way for the numbers. And here's what it sounds like. Yeah, just another cool little effect you can do. Another thing you can do is there's little effects you can add using the voice changer EQ. Here's like an example. Use extreme ecto. Yeah, you can just do a bunch of stuff. Here's this one. Yeah, just a little something you can do. Alright, so now for the sound effects. I'll put links in the description for the different sound effect packs. They're not mine. I'm going to be adding like the track train links that makes it so that you have to subscribe or whatever to the creator before you can get the packs so they get their credit and stuff. But yeah, once you download them though, you go to audio and then go to folders, and then your little pack should be all around here. Like here, I'll show you. Here's one of them. Just like little sound effects. And you can just add them to wherever it sounds good. But something you need to keep in mind, like the volume of the sound effects, you don't want it too loud that just like ruins the song. Like it just kind of scares you. You have to pay attention to how loud you're making it. Just do it until it sounds good, pretty much. And another thing is sometimes when you want to add a sound effect, it'll say audio format not supported. It's whatever. Just screen record it and then put it in. And if you want it to be in that little like wave shape, you see the wave where you see the waves, then you just go here, scroll down on your screen recording, extract audio, boom, and then you have it right there, and you can just do whatever you want with it. yeah, that's pretty much it for the Kinemaster mixing part. Alright, now here's how you speed changes, like, but fades in, like it slowly gets slower or like slowly gets faster and stuff like that. So basically what you're gonna want to do, this is CapCut, by the way. So yeah, you just go to CapCut, you open this, press your little clip, you press speed, curve, custom, and then edit. And then yeah, you mess around. Alright, for example, like right here. Always so annoying. Alright, yeah. You can do a lot with this. You just play around with it, line it up however you want, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, and this is the final part. So making this song, you recorded everything, you mixed it in Kinemaster and stuff like that. To all that, you put it back into Bandlab. This is if you want, it's kind of optional, but this you can add like other effects. I'll show you different effects you can do. I'll start right here. Here's a little like, kind of sounds like a bathroom, I guess. I don't know. But feedback killer plus some reverb sounds like this. It just kind of sounds like washed out, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll show you another thing real quick. Boom. Chorus plus this plus phaser. Phaser 45 is really cool. It sounds, and you can mess with the speed of phaser if you want. But yeah, here's what that sounds like. But yeah, you can hear it kind of goes like that, and yeah. All right, another thing is bit crusher. It's just bit crusher. Yeah, it sounds pretty good, I guess. That's a Bandlab bit crusher though. This is what I use all the time. I use Bandlab bit crusher. What wave editor bit crusher is way better, but I just didn't show you guys that because last time you guys were like, oh, but it's not iOS. So like, I didn't even know that. I'm on Android, but yeah, and yeah, but yeah, wave editor bit crusher is way better if you can get wave editor. If you're on like Android, get it. And yeah, these aren't the only effects you can use. Like, there's other things. These are just some. Just play around with them. Like, I'm just showing you like tips and stuff like that. Here's how to fade it though. This is a cool part. Here's how it sounds. You hear how it sounds like it like fades into it. This is how you do it. You take the two clips that you want to fade, you extend it out to however long you want the fade to be. You take it, you add the fade, mess around like that, then you put it perfectly to the end of the clip. Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, do the same thing with the other one to the end of the clip, and then boom. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I also added this other 107. I added that sound effect there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And after you're done with this, screen record it, and on to the next step. Alright, now for the final part of making this song. So once you're done with the Bandlab stuff, adding the final effects, just screen record that and put it into Kinemaster and do what I showed you earlier. We can extract the audio to see the wave shape, and also you have to, this track was just weird for some reason, I don't know why, but usually you'd want the beginning of the wave like little shape thing to be maybe 0.085 to 0.09 in front of the beginning of the track, just because if you put it too close, for some reason this track I had to put it like all the way to 0.5 for it to sound good, just because Kinemaster is a video editing app. It's not really meant for audio, so it sounds weird sometimes. It's not really lined up that well, but yeah, you heard how like it cut off part of it. You just have to line it up to wherever you need it to be, so that sounds good. You don't want it too close to the beginning, but also not too far. Just whatever sounds the best when you put it in, pretty much. And yeah, once you have it done, you can add like last minute effects. Like for this one, I raised it up by 15% in the volume. When you're done, just press that button, export it as a video, and then you go to a video to audio converter. This is the one I use, but just press video to audio. It'll take you to your most recent videos. Don't mind that. But yeah, you just click on it, format, wave, bitrate. I don't even know what that is. I just put it at 320. Convert. You can either put it straight into SoundCloud or put it to your drive. I usually put it to my drive just because I like to have all my songs there. But yeah, just do what you gotta do to put it in the SoundCloud, and yeah, you should be good. So bye.